The power of railwayism, where tension ends and excitement begins, enriching lives through selfless service. As we are moving on to a new chapter, and today we are talking about the World Religion Day. And yes, the third Sunday in January is annually celebrated as World Religion Day. It was established by the National Spiritual Assembly of the Baha'is of the United States in 1950 as a way to encourage interfaith understanding. The word religion is derived from the Latin religare. It means to relegate, to unite, to bind together. Simply put, religion is man's honest attempt to reach his higher power, a God of his understanding. And surprisingly, there are over 4,000 recognized religions in the world. These religions consist of churches, congregations, faith groups, tribes, cultures, and movements. And they have few things in common, like they have principles, doctrines, ethics, morality, myths, and personal experience. And we can see that even though there are so many, 3/4 of the world's population practice one of the 5 major religions. These include Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Judaism. The other major religions include Confucianism, Gnosticism, Jainism, Shintoism, and Sikhism. Hinduism is supposed to be the world's oldest religion, dating back to more than 4,000 years. So what happens on World Religion Day? World Religion Day is celebrated in a variety of ways. People from different faiths are encouraged to listen and talk to one another. Many people attend special services, and some religions hold interfaith events where faith leaders get together to give a lecture and talks. With so many religions and belief systems, how is it possible to find common ground? This is precisely the goal of events that takes place on this day, to acknowledge similarities and the differences that other faiths has. For example, most religions have their own version of the Golden Rule. This is the belief that it is good to treat others as you'd want to be treated. Along with finding common ground, this day checks to promote interfaith understanding and harmony. And no wonder, one author says it beautifully. He says, with religions, we have so much of evil in the world. Imagine a world without religion. Tell us, what does religion mean to you?
Well, I'm a Christian, and today is Christmas Day, so it's a very special meaning for me. It's a guidance for my entire life, and it's a way of giving me hope and knowing that the future is always brighter and that there's somewhere better than this earth.
What about other religions?
Well, I'm always interested in other religions, obviously as a Christian, and Jesus was born a Jew, so they're very closely connected, so I believe that many religions are very closely connected.
What message would you give to the world, Sally?
That there is always hope, that even in the darkness that you can find light, and wishing everybody a very Merry Christmas.
Sally, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What does religion mean to you?
God, it's such a big question. Such a big question. Okay, I think obviously I'm a Christian. I think of Christianity as being a heart of love from God and then a heart of love for the world. And so Christianity, for me, the religion of Christianity, is not so much about the form and the structure, it's about that heart. It's about that relationship with God, the truth of knowing that He exists and that I'm special. And then Christianity, the religion itself, is, I was thinking about this, I think it's almost like ribs around the heart. So protecting it, giving it some form and structure for how you then live life with knowing that love. I think the body illustration is quite helpful because it's not just a rib cage. If you look at me, I have hands and feet, and you can just see that I've got hands and feet. And to me, that's then the sort of articulation of and expression of that heart of love. And so religion, when it's working as it should, is about taking the experience of the truth of God and expressing it to the world in a way that makes a difference and makes people know that they are loved by God.
So what about other religions?
I personally am a Christian because of Jesus Christ and because what I believe about the cross and the resurrection. And what I believe about that is that Jesus himself, being God, came to this earth that we celebrate at Christmas time to be with us, to be Emmanuel, as the Bible says, God with us, suffered and died in the same way that we do, but then gloriously rose again from the dead, exploding the power of death, giving us hope, giving us a living hope of not just heaven, but also living with God's love every single day. Not all world religions would agree with that. And I think what's interesting is when we can sit down with each other and discuss the different things that we believe about God and the universe and how we would live together, because we are all human. We might see things in very different ways, but we're all experiencing life that's valuable and is valuable to the conversation of human existence.
What message would you give to the world?
I would say whenever you're thinking about religion, explore them all. Look at what's unique to each one. For me, it's the uniqueness of Jesus' cross and resurrection. And ask yourself a difficult question of the resurrection. If it's not true, then surely the whole thing is ridiculous. And so I think there needs to be an honest process of getting rid of what can't possibly be true. Look at the evidence. Look very hard at the evidence for each religion and make your own choice.
Jamie, as always, that was profound. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tell us, what does religion mean to you?
Religion for me means of a way of life that person has chosen by himself.
What about other religions?
I believe the other religion oppose my faith as they include the worship of other deities and intermediaries.
What message would you give to the world?
My message to the world will be to worship of Allah alone without any partners.
Yasin, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sanjay.
Tell us, what does religion mean to you?
Well, I think I have an ambivalent relationship with regard to religion. I'm more concerned about relationship with God. Now, religion, well, it can cut both ways. Sometimes it can help you get towards God, and sometimes it can actually get in the way. So I think you've got to first concentrate on the relationship and then work out the religious bit to make the relationship work.
So, what about other religions?
Well, I think the truth is out there. Other people, and not necessarily other religions, you don't need to be religious to access truth. The truth is out there, and there are flashes of truth out there in the universe that can be seen. But the unique claim of Jesus Christ is that he embodies all those bits of truth that you get flashes of as you go through life and as you perceive the universe. He embodies them. He actually is, if you like, that truth which has become flesh.
What message would you give to the world, Simon?
Well, one sense, don't give up. Never give up. And if there's one reason why there's hope, one reason not to give up, it's found in one word, and that word is Jesus.
Simon, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Okay.